How you doing? My name is Trenius Henderson. You're tuned into the famous Living Realm Network. Divine powers are always working for us because we're doing right. 6 horrifying signs that you're going through a spiritual awakening. Okay, going through a spiritual awakening may seem like you're going through the worst part of your life ever. It's like the worst feelings ever. How many of you can relate to this? You know, things are just going upside down, man. What's happening to me? Well, I'm about to tell you 6 horrifying signs that you are going through a spiritual awakening, or either you have went through a spiritual awakening. So I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you have experienced one of the two. You've either went through one or you're going through one right now. Okay. Now, what I need you to do is, if one of these 6 signs resonate with you, okay, if you can relate to one of these 6 signs, all I simply need you to do is to press thumbs up on this video, okay? If one of these 6 signs resonate with you, the only thing I need you to do is press thumbs up on this video, okay? So let's get right down into it. Listen close, folks, listen close. I remember when I had my spiritual awakening. It was at a point in my life where, you know, my world was turned upside down. You know, I was not able to get a job. You know, I didn't have no money. You know, I was doing things that I didn't want to do. I was staying with relatives, from relatives to relatives and stuff like that. You know, my girlfriend had left me, man. Everything was like crummy and bummy. You know, I was flat, busted, and disgusted, you know, but I tried to go inside. You know, I tried to turn inside, and it worked for me, you know, and so I started reading self-development books. You know, I tried to improve myself. I was reading inspirational books and things of that nature, and it began to benefit me greatly. And I remember, like, one day I had like this ultimate realization. I didn't know what it was at the time, but it was like, I know. I kept saying to myself, I know. I was so excited. I was calling all my other spiritual friends and stuff, and like, I was like, yo, I get it, man. I understand, man. I understand how y'all doing this stuff, man. I get it. You know, and so at the time, I didn't know what I was experiencing was a revelation, which in other words, is like a spiritual awakening. How many of you had a story like that? Speak up, let your voice be heard, leave a comment below. Okay, but at the end of the day, you know, when it comes down to spiritual awakening, the only thing that you need to know, okay, is that the universe, God is love. Okay, God is love. How many of you firmly believe that God is love? Okay, I'm gonna even comment that below. Comment that below right now and say that God is love. Okay. All right. So the first horrifying signs that you are going through a spiritual awakening is when you just begin to start learning all kinds of information, okay? You just begin to learn everything, you know, psychology books, you're reading books about plants, you're reading books about animals, nutrition, health. You're just in the library, you're reading everything. You're reading all the magazines, you're tuning into all the news, you're into all the conspiracy theories. Like, everything is just, you know, you're just taking in all this knowledge. You know, this is definitely a sign, a horrifying sign that you're having a spiritual awakening. And the reason why I say horrifying is because as you are taking in all this knowledge, it can give you like a brain freeze. You know, you can get like a brain overload, which causes you to experience things like anxiety, panic attacks, because you're taking in so much information coming from so many different sources, because you're just curious to know how the universe works. How many of you relate with this sign? Give it a thumbs up. You're just curious to know, you know, what more is out there? What have you been missing? Maybe you've been stuck inside of something like a religion or something, and it always made you feel like, oh, I can't step out of bounds, because if I do, you know, the universe or God will punish me. Allah will punish me. Krishna will punish me if I do anything outside of the boundaries, you know. But you're learning that that's not true, okay? You're learning that everything that you're learning right now has always been meant for you. You know, I know, you know, in my spiritual journey, you know, I was always living my life, you know, like people had told me I should live. You know, I was trying to do things that I seen other people do that I thought would make me successful, but it wasn't working. And I was wondering why these professions that I was trying to get in, these career paths, wasn't working for me. You know, even though I was good at it, it still made me feel deep down inside that, you know, I wasn't happy with myself. And so I didn't understand what I was going through at the time. But the truth is, I came to the realization that, like, that's not for me. And then when I started learning all this information, I started to get more knowledge on the things that were for me. And then I began to say, now this is more like it. Dude, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, I am a life coach. I love to teach people. How many of you love to teach people? Okay, so that's what a spiritual awakening is. It's like, you know, you might have been living in the footsteps of your father, your mother, you know, oh, I should go be a basketball player because my father played basketball. I should be a lawyer because my great grandma was a lawyer and my uncle was a lawyer. So I should be a lawyer. It's the family tradition, you know, all to find out, yo, this ain't really me. I'm somebody else. I was just living in an illusion of other people's dreams and successes. You know what I mean? So that's the first sign that you are experiencing a spiritual awakening, is when you have like a super knowledge intake and you get like brain overloads of like all this information that you're realizing. Okay? So the next horrifying sign that you are having a spiritual awakening is you feel like you're living the wrong lifestyle. You know, you just feel like, yo, the things that I'm doing right now are not for me. You know, do you feel like that? Does this sign resonate with you? Like, you know you are meant for something better. You know that God has created you to do something way more bigger than the life that you're living right now. And the life that you're living right now does not fit who you feel you are in your heart. You know, the desires and the things that you want to achieve, you know that you cannot achieve them doing the things that you're doing right now. Okay, you're not living the lifestyle that you want to live. How many of you resonate with this horrifying sign? Okay, but this is a sign that you're having a spiritual awakening. It's the worst feeling ever because it makes you feel as though you are trapped. You know, it makes you feel like, you know, this way of life that you're living, you can't get out. You're stuck here. But that's a lie. That's a lie, okay? This means that you are slowly transitioning into your dream job. You are slowly transitioning to your new career path. You are slowly transitioning to the divine purpose that the universe has for you if you feel right now that you are living the wrong lifestyle, okay? How many of you resonated with that sign? Get this video a thumbs up. All right. The third horrifying sign that you are going through a spiritual awakening is you feel afraid, okay? You always feel like somebody is after you. Something is after you. You know, everywhere you go, you feel like on edge. You know, you feel like you got to get in and get out because you just have this feeling like something is like coming after you, but you don't know what it is and you're trying to like pinpoint what it is. Okay, how many of you can resonate with this sign? Some of you may be having dreams where you're being chased by bears. You're being chased by snakes and lions and tigers, okay? How many of you feel like this? How many of you have a sense of fear as though something is out to get you, okay? This is another horrifying sign, the third horrifying sign that you are going through a spiritual awakening. Now, the truth of what's really happening here is that your lower self is battling your higher self. Okay, the old part of you don't want you to transform into the new part of you. Okay, so all that old lower self programming, it's like, no. You remember who you were? No. This is who you were supposed to be. That old programming is trying to override who you are in your higher state of mind. You see what I'm saying? So it feels as though something is after you. It feels as though something is chasing you, but that's not true. Okay. Nothing is really after you. It's just you're having a conflict with your lower self, that old part of you who doesn't want to live the lifestyle that you're living versus the part of you who knows that you're supposed to be doing something much better than what you're doing right now. Okay? Now, the fourth horrifying sign that you're having a spiritual awakening, these are the worst feelings ever. The fourth horrifying sign is that you begin to see signs and coincidences. Weird things begin to happen. A lot of people saying repeating numbers, coincidences, things that are so bizarre, you know, things that are just completely abnormal from what you used to experience in your past life. You know, now you're awakening to how the universe works. Okay, you're beginning to see signs and wonders. People are beginning to tell you things that resonate with you. You're like, how did they know that? That makes perfect sense because that's exactly what I'm going through. Okay, I know me, on my spiritual awakening journey, when I first spiritually awakened, I started saying repeating numbers. That's been my thing for a long time, and I still do. But now I'm at the point now where I'm so used to it, it doesn't bother me anymore. You know, it has actually helped me become a better person so that I can make other people's lives better and make the world a better place. So if you're seeing signs and coincidences, if you, like my REM team member who I talked to yesterday, she said, Trenius, I keep getting birds that make a nest in my window, and I keep, you know, putting the nest over in another bush, but they keep bringing the bush back to the window. These are my spirit guys, right? I'm like, absolutely. I'm like, the universe is talking to you through nature. Okay, this is another sign, folks. Universe start talking to you through nature, using birds, using butterflies and things like that. It may freak you out. It may feel like it's horrifying, but it's actually a good thing because you're becoming in tune with your true divine self and who you really are. All right. Now, the fifth horrifying sign, I wouldn't say this is horrifying, but it is definitely a sign that you're going through a spiritual awakening, is that you've subscribed to my channel and you are binge watching my videos. Yeah. If you binge watching my videos and you just came across my channel, this is definitely a sign that you are spiritually awakened, okay? So let's be honest. I'm not able to see you, but I can see your profile name, and it's fine. Comment below if you've been binge watching my videos. Just say, I have been binge watching your videos, Trenius, okay? Comment below. I want to know who's been binge watching. Just comment below and say, I have been binge watching your videos, Trenius. Okay, this is definitely a sign that you're spiritually awakened, because this is all I talk about, the universe. You know, God is love, the law of attraction and manifestation, living in your true divine self, because divine powers are always working for us because we're doing right. Okay, now the sixth horrifying sign, well, I'm just going to leave that up to you, okay, because I feel like I have not said all the signs that everybody has experienced. Okay, so if there's a sign that you're experiencing right now that I did not mention, comment below something that you're experiencing, something that you're going through right now in your reality, so that we all know and so that we all can be aware, because you never know. Somebody might hear your story and the things that you're going through, and you might be able to help them, okay? And that's adding to your universal bank account. You never know how the universe will give you back something that you've given to somebody else. It might come back in the form of money, okay? So with that being said, leave a comment below and let us know one of your spiritual awakening signs that you've experienced on your spiritual awakening journey. Okay, so with that being said, folks, I want to remind you, it is Wednesdays, and y'all know what we do here every Wednesday on the famous Living Realm Network. That's right, $5 Circulate Wednesdays. Okay, this means you get to talk to me for 10 minutes for $5. Okay, limited offer. I only do this on Wednesdays to all the people who are newly subscribed to my channel. This is $5 Circulate Wednesdays. So if you want a 10-minute session with me, you need my advice or my opinion or my suggestion on anything, simply just send me an email. My email is going to be at the very top of the comment section below this video. Okay, first come, first serve. First come, first serve. So if you beat somebody to the punch, I'm calling you first, okay? It's only $5, and you must have PayPal or either a Cash App, you know, to complete your transaction, and I will be talking to you shortly, okay? With that being said, if you want to skip everybody who's going to get me for the $5 Wednesdays, just sign up for REM Team. I am your life coach, and if you need guidance on your spiritual journey, if you need me to help enlighten you, if you need me to help you get through something that you're going through right now, okay, sign up and become a REM Team member today. I'm going to also put that in the comment section below this video at the very top. Get in contact with me, folks, right after this video, $5 Circulate Wednesdays. Make sure you subscribe to my channel by clicking my face icon. That's me. Oh, make sure that you hit the bell notification too. If you have not hit the bell notification that is located directly beside the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so that you can be notified first every time I upload new videos, all right? In the meantime, check out this next video right here. It's a pretty interesting video. Get in contact with me, first come, first serve, $5 Circulate Wednesdays. I'll see you on the phone call. Peace.